I'm sports reporter Naja Cox, and welcome back to another edition of the MVP Show, Most Valuable Perspective, here on Discover UMES TV. One of the biggest headlines in the NBA season so far is who will win the title for MVP 2016-2017 season. The fans vote for their best player, but ultimately it depends on the standings of the team and the stats of that particular player. The number one pick for the MVP race is none other than Russell Westbrook, who is dominating the scoreboard almost every game, averaging 31 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. Carrying OKC on his back, Westbrook not only is adding triple-doubles to his records daily, but he has also driven a team that wouldn't have a standing in the Western Conference playoffs without him. Westbrook's most notable achievement was passing retired NBA player Oscar Robertson in the most triple-doubles in a season with a whopping 42.
Now, Scott Zapalato from the Hall of Fame will present a gift to Russell to mark this milestone. The Dr. James Naismith First Coach Sculpture honors those in today's game who are inspirations on and off the court. The Hall of Fame recognizes excellence by honoring individuals who have made a significant contribution to the living history of basketball. A special thanks to the Hall of Fame for joining us tonight.
Don't let that overshadow how James Harden has been giving MVP-worthy highlight plays. Season average of 29 points, 11 assists, and 8 rebounds, Harden has launched his team into the number 3 spot in the Western Conference. He is the first player in the Houston Rockets franchise to have 2,000 points, 900 assists, and 600 rebounds for a season. Other players in the MVP race are San Antonio Spurs' Kawhi Leonard, who is averaging 25 points while ranking as one of the best defenders, LeBron James, who had already won this title 4 times in the past NBA seasons, and Isaiah Thomas. Recognition is deserved to Isaiah Thomas, who is still playing his heart out after every game, averaging 20 points while grieving a loss. On April 15th, news broke that Isaiah Thomas had lost his little sister, China Thomas, in a fatal car accident. The very next day, he had a game to play against the Chicago Bulls. While playing the Bulls at home court, he was given a standing ovation for his courage to even suit up for the game. It was spotted on his shoes that particular game the words, "China, I love you, 4-15-17, and RIP Little Sis." Though the Celtics lost that game to the Bulls, 106-102, Thomas led the team with 33 points, and the crowd was in an uproar every time he scored. Thomas has not missed any games, but still spends time with his family between breaks, traveling city to city.
They've been really important. I mean, they've been everything. This organization is the best organization there is, from the people who work in the garden to the players, the coaches, everybody who's a part of the Celtics. They've been supportive. The whole world has, really. So I can't say enough about that.
Though the MVP race is still on, let's not forget about some other players who had great achievements, such as Mike Conley being the highest paid point guard of $153 million, Draymond Green earning the title of Defensive Player of the Year, and Malcolm Brogdon considered Rookie of the Year, and Steph Curry still leading the league with the most individual average threes from a player. Heading over to the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers have made it to the second round, sweeping the Indiana Pacers with a 4-0 series in round 1, moving to the next bracket. As of yesterday, April 25th, 2017, the Warriors won against the Trailblazers, moving on to the next round of the playoff series. Besides the playoff games happening on the court, off court, there have been multiple trade rumors, contract signings, and predictions of what will happen next season. The most recent transaction in the NBA was the Sacramento Kings named Scott Perry, Executive Vice President of the franchise operations. Magic Johnson returned to his old team, the Lakers, as President of Basketball Operations and possible player trades with elites Carmelo Anthony and Paul George. It is rumored that Magic Johnson has his eye on soon-to-be free agent Paul George to wear purple and gold next season. Think he'll take the offer? Who do you think will get traded next? What's your prediction for the playoffs? See you next time for another edition of the MVP Show, Most Valuable Perspective. I'm Naja Cox signing off here on Discover UMES TV.
Now rapping basketball, number 1, Curtis Blow.